Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN. It's Week 16 and another typically wild season of the NFL. Ho, ho, ho. The stockings are hung by the chimney with care. But which teams are going to find a playoff berth in their stocking? And which ones will find the dreaded cold? We'll see, but first, an interesting late-season matchup for you on ESPN. Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings. Now!
While the teams are out on the field getting loose, the fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game. Hi, folks. I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to the Hubert 8 Humphrey Metrodome. My pal Peter O'Keefe will be covering today's game with me. Peter, playing on the road can be an unfriendly environment, to say the least, and it has been particularly unkind to these guys.
Well, you said it, Dan. Have really had a rough go of it on the road so far this season. They're hoping they can turn their luck around in today's game. We'll see how it goes.
And now let's go down to the coin toss.
It's heads.
Number 2, kicking off for the Packers.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Crosby kicks it, and we are underway. Smith catches it over the middle and is at the 45. Chase down at the 28. It will be first down.
Number 84 has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
A nice run after making the grab. Hard to go. Gets the call again. Cousin throws a heater right sideline, and it's off. Incomplete. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so. Well, those are some big sets.
Fumbled. The Packers have it. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
So you got you there. You there. Check this out. Gonna be all right. Just take it easy. Take it easy.
Them throughout this one, which starts at their own 17-yard line. A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a third and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. Madison carries it for a third time in a row and takes the field, and they will start at their 39-yard line. Rodgers throws a bullet here, and they get the first on third and long.
Rodgers completes a nice pass past the D on this play. It's worth another look here. Oh, it's all about accuracy, Dan, and there was only one guy covering. If they can keep up the long game.
First down with the tight end right. Rodgers throws a bullet to the flat. Jones picks up about 2, and they convert the third down.
First down. Jones can thank his blockers.
First down from the I. Rodgers just rifles this one, and the catch is made at the 11. He's in for the touchdown.
Adams is all by himself, and he'll take advantage of it. easy catch.
That's his first touchdown of the day. See what happens here. They'll start at their own 23-yard line. It looks like it wasn't that difficult to tackle, but he had his hands full.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving, Dan. He really had to square himself perfect.
Tyler sacks him way back at the 14. Fourth down coming up.
Game over. Yeah, we got it.
Tyler comes in untouched on this play and just wallops the quarterback. Hey, where was the O-line, Dan? Did they just...
Goes in motion. Jones. No good. Jones takes it for his 5th carry and converts the 3rd and long.
First down, Packers.
Nice gain on this baby. Look at him eat up the yardage here.
Nice play, and they will convert on 3rd.
Great.
Lewis reels in the football, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more.
Lewis took his lone defender to school on that last play, making the catch with relative ease.
And Peter, we've talked before about Jones takes it across. Jones takes it off the toss, and Rodgers zips it to the left sideline, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 13.
Check out the interception here on the replay, Dan. Watch how he reacts to get in the ball's path. Nice. That's how you make the INT.
They'll start this drive at their own 13-yard line. Clark gets the sack at the 9. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
You gonna be all right? Just out. You see this right here? All right. Feel this? All right. It hurts. Right there, right there. Oh, you're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right. Let's go, baby. Come on. You gotta get. Come on. I need to get back to the house.
6 yards.
It doesn't make much of a difference.
The Packers were intercepted last. Rodgers throws a heater, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down. Jones makes the catch on the right sideline and is well past the markers for a first down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Right here. All right. Feel this? All right. It hurts. Right there, right there. Oh, you're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right. Let's go, baby. Come on. You gotta get. Come on. I need to get back to the house. Let's go. You gonna be all right to play? I got it.
Jones carries it for the 9th time.
The trainers have determined that he's bruised his bicep. He's currently getting iced down on the sideline here, and unfortunately, seems to be in substantial pain. His return.
Start this vital drive at their own 20-yard line. Cousins throws a beauty to the right. The ball's loose. They get it
10
back.
yards on the play.
No.
Riley recovered the ball, but this is an all-out terrible play for the offense. They get it back there, but that's just dumb luck.
Cook catches the heater left. Rips him down in the backfield, and the clock continues to run. That will bring up 4th down.
Tyler moved this offense back a few with a great sack in the backfield. That was a
3. Rodgers tosses it deep down the left side, and it's intercepted. The 35, dragged down at the 50.
Holding. Number 24, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Hill tries to contain his man on this play and ends up holding him. That's going to draw a flag. Let's watch. Oh, yeah, easy call. Defensive holding.
Jones hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
They're listing his return as doubtful. Back to you, fellas.
As always, we'll hope for the best up here. Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. Hughes. Jones picks up about 2 and that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Packers in command of this one, 21-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan. Interesting game at the half. We'll get back to you guys in a bit. First, we welcome everybody to our ESPN halftime report. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime comparison. And as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Packers are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Smith would turn the tide here as he would scoop up the fumble and hightail it the other way. Touchdown for the Packers. The Packers strike first and go up by 7. The Packers ended the first quarter already inside field goal range. Adams found a soft spot on the defense and it worked to his advantage. A 21-yard touchdown for the Packers. The Packers midway through the second. Packers leading by 14. Smith was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Packers late in the second quarter. Rodgers would find his target on this one. A 10-yard touchdown for the Packers. Packers up 21-0. Number 8 would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Vikings are down big at halftime, 21-0.
Rodgers throws it to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Adams snags the missile, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more. Jones carries this one off to Hughes tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. Rodgers zips it to the left sideline, and the reception's made at the 40. Finally stopped at the 33.
Number 18 executes a dynamite move after the catch. Let's see it again.
Wow, what a move, Peter.
Yeah, he looked cool, but it was the yard.
Number 18 catches the bullet out left, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more.
Number 18 faces double coverage on this play, but still comes out with the ball. Nice throw and nice catch. Let's take a look. The move out of it.
First down, and this is the 7th play of the drive.
I wonder if we'll see the quarterback sneak here.
Jones has his number called on second down and barely picks up the first down. Jones. This one will fall incomplete. Hunter gets the sack way back at the 11. That will bring up 4th and goal. Crosby from 28 yards out, and it's through the uprights.
Number 8 handles this high snap perfectly. Sets up the ball. There's the kick, and it's good.
We can get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 21-yard line. Tyler gets the sack way back at the 15.
Dan, and that's not good at all for quarterbacks around the league.
Cousin dumps this one off, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Number 3
Goes in motion. Number 31 makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. That will bring up, start this one on the center logo at the 49-yard line. Wagner picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down.
Wagner didn't panic.
Hunter sacks him way back at the 42. Hughes tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Scott gets the ball and punts it away. Breaks free. Dragged down at the 34. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Be careful. There you go. All right. Go ahead. Let's go.
Tyler. Cousin fires this one over the middle. Tyler.
Unless they pull off a miracle here, they're really going to put their defense in a tight spot.
Cousin throws a bullet to the flat, and it falls incomplete. They will turn the ball over on down.
That one, let's just say comeback is going to be very difficult.
Packers offense.
To speak with the team trainers, they said his toe is really hurting him at the moment. He's currently receiving a lot of attention on the sideline here, and unfortunately, seems to be in substantial pain. His return is questionable. Guys, back to you.
Thanks. We start this drive at their own 8-yard line. Number 19 falls in. Cousin throws this on a rope, and it's tipped. Incomplete. No dice, and it falls incomplete. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Take it easy. You're going to be all right. Let's go.
Cousin rifles this one hard.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan. And when you don't convert, it really hurts.
This one falls incomplete, and they will turn the ball over on down.
Alexander makes a great effort on this play, getting his hand up there and tipping the ball incomplete. Let's take another look. Oh, that's how you play D.
They don't convert on fourth down, Peter.
Very difficult.
Packers offense takes the field. Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Number 18 brings down the...
Looks like a 3-headed monster down there. Got you on the ground, in the air.
Char was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culver has a report for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. I managed to get a word with the team doctors. They said he's suffering from tendonitis in his knee. They're trying to find a brace that will mitigate the pain, but nothing seems to be working. They're listing his return.
Way down late in the game. They'll need some magic as they start this drive at their own 19-yard line. Cousin fires this one over the middle, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Number 19 took his lone defender to...
Smith stood up to that play and shuts down what would be a minimal gain anyway. It'll be second down. Cousin floats this one out to the right sidelines, and it's intercepted.
Check out this replay, Dan. Watch the focus here.
He's got it, and I must say that was some easy on any quarterback out there.
Yeah, that's why you'll see balls go to the other side of the field.
Rodgers puts his arm into this one, and it's complete at the 20. Jones takes this one way out left, and Jones loses 2, and they will turn the ball over.
Hunter is here to play, I tell you. What a stop on fourth down. It's worth another look.
Have it wrapped up.
Oh, yeah, greedy call, and they paid for it.
The Vikings. Cousin throws a bullet to the flat, and
Gain of 3 on...
number 19 catches it. Cousin spikes the ball, and intercepted. Stopped at the 35.
King does a nice job picking off the pass there. He's got it, and he gets a little more with that nice little run back.
Well, that's their second.
Give me the ball.
2 yards.
41. That's what I'm.
And that is going to
That's the
do
end of
it
regulation.
for this one. The Packers come out on top 31-0. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Don't be coming to you, baby. Don't be coming to you. All day.
All right, Dan, thank you. So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Packers stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Rodgers connected with his man on this one. That set up a 29-yard field goal. The Packers have opened it up and now lead by 24. The Packers, after a stop on fourth down, already inside field goal range. Smith is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Vikes, after getting an interception, Vikes behind by 24. Number 8 is back to throw, and look at the finesse he puts on this one. Nice. The Packers have it after a turnover on downs. Jones got the carry as they pounded at him on the ground, and he made the most of it. Touchdown for the Packers. Packers winning 31-0. Number 26 would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Packers, after getting an interception, the Packers with the ball at the 49-yard line. Number 46 is going to come up with a big play here in the deep ball. Have a look. The Vikes, after a red zone stop, Vikes back by 31. King shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. And that's where we'll leave this one. Packers serve up a blowout, 31-0. Now let's take a sec to chat with our player of the game. The guy who seemed to be all over the field on defense and came up with big play after big play. Tyler is on the field with our Susie Calvin. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You really came up big, and your team bulldozed to a runaway victory. What gave you guys the edge today?
You know what? This team believes in each other, and we believe in what we're trying to accomplish. Fortune just smiled on us today, and we were able to triumph in the end.
Back to you, Chris.
Thanks for tuning into ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports for 25 years and counting. I'm Chris Berman. We'll see you next time.
This is SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Giants win by a 9-point margin. In an AFC South matchup, we had the Texans win their 10th game of the season. The Eagles lost this one, but will stay at number 1 in the NFC East. Marvin Jones stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Number 19 had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Jets beat the Patriots. At the home of the Indy 500, we had the Colts win by a comfortable margin. Packers, Vikings. By Smith would make a big play. It's a fumble. He picks it up. He'd be off the other way. The Packers win this one by the final score of 31-0. Up in Seattle Stadium, we had the Seahawks get sent away with a 7-point loss. The Cowboys defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Texas Stadium. The Titans won at home and will stay home for next week's game when they meet the Lions. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. This guy will have a new place to call home as he accepts a new contract. 3 years, $3.5 million, plus a $1.0 million signing bonus. This guy will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Titans. This guy will be on the move. You see it there. He'll be getting a nice little payday, too. 5 years, $3.2 million.
The Browns lost this one, but will stay at number 2 in the AFC North. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. This guy will be on the sidelines for a while, so this defense will need to do some reshuffling in his absence. X-rays revealing that a broken foot is the report. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. This guy won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. Doctors confirming the worst this week, a torn hamstring. And that'll put him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. On to the serious news of the week. This guy said he knew his season was over the second he went down. And indeed, his club will need to find someone to pick up the rushing slack. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Ravens, Steelers. Peters is set in his own territory, and he'll get the punt at the 40. He's going to break a tackle right there, and let's get him go. He could go all the way. 60-yard touchdown. The Ravens go on to win this by the final score of 34-27. Sherman stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Saints pick up win number 12. Number 87 had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Chiefs beat the Raiders. And last but not least, we had the Buccaneers come away victorious. So let's change things up a bit and turn to a guy that's had his eye on the college game, and that's our own Mel Kiper Jr. He joins us now. Mel, your work never ends, I know. Believe me, I know better than anybody else. But it's never too early to start thinking about next year's draft, is it?
Well, you're absolutely right. And with the college bowl season upon us, a lot of guys view their upcoming bowl game as more or less an open audition for NFL scouts everywhere. Berg is one guy I look at who's come a long way the past couple of years to be where he is now. 5'10", 210, out of Virginia Tech. And this is someone that I've had my eye on for a while now. He's one of the best hitters in the draft and also possesses great football knowledge, the kind of which it's often hard to teach. He's a natural back there. Fields is another guy I rate pretty highly. His upper body strength may be unrivaled among all of the offensive line prospects, and he has the nastiness and the great overall technique to be worth investing a high draft pick in. So that'll do it for now, but expect there to be plenty happening between now and April.
Yes, indeed, just 1 week to go and the playoff picture's starting to take shape. But still some areas that'll need to be cleared up next weekend. We'll start with a look at the AFC playoff picture. Meanwhile, let's take a look at how things stand over in the NFC. So that's how things shape up. Still plenty of intriguing matchups upcoming as we get closer and closer to January. So that'll do it from here. Boomer, we send it back over to you.
And that'll do it here for Pivotal Week 16. As always, plenty of surprises to go around and plenty of intrigue still to come. My primetime players each took his team to the next level, and each is going to take home a game ball. Great work, fellas. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.